Alright guys, so welcome to today's video, and in today's video we will continue our work in this anime fighters game right here. And in the last episode we have stopped with this attack system, and we will now continue with that. So, first things first. We agreed on creating one attack for each fighter right here. So, let's start with Eren Yeager right here. And maybe one thing which is quite important. So let me just quickly play to show you what I'm talking about. So, as you guys know, every fighter right here, when the fighter like supposed to attack, wait, why am I not able to attack? Okay. I'm not able to attack for a second time. Without any reason, okay. Well, what I was trying to show you is that every time when you attack a dummy, you basically have this attacking value, you know? Which indicates that your fighter is currently attacking. Now, we're going to make use of this one in order to define when the fighter is supposed to attack and when not. So let me just quickly demonstrate what I'm talking about. So if this attacking value exists within a fighter, then we want to attack. And as long as this value is inside of the fighter is allowed to attack. But once that value is gone, means it is destroyed whatsoever, we have to stop attacking. So that's one major principle you should keep in mind when we speak of creating those attacks. Now, our plan is to do the following. So while fighter find first child attacking do. So we are going to set up this loop, and this loop is just going to loop through until this attacking value right here is not inside of the fighter. And until the attacking value is there, we have those three if statements which are just being looped through. Now we can basically move on with creating the attacks. So let's create an attack for Eren Yeager. And well, we still have to come up with an attack. We could possibly create some kind of titan which attacks the dummy right here. So let me just quickly get that titan. Okay, so I've got this titan model right here, so I've created this one within the anime tower defense series. So if you want to see the creation process of this one, then check out my channel, check out that specific video I was just talking about. Then you will see the creation process of this Eren Titan right here. Okay, so what we want to do is that we want to move this Titan inside of our replicated storage. Okay, now let's go inside of this fighter's attack module script, and let's do the following. So let's copy this one. Game get service replicated storage. Wait for child Eren Titan. Titan parent workspace, come on. And Titan humanoid root port C frame equals our fighters humanoid root ports C frame, of course multiplied with some values at this point. Okay, let's see how this is going to work out. There we go. Okay, so obviously something went wrong at this point. So we only have this. Okay, wait. Probably has to do with the loop. Let's first of all cut this loop. So where is the clone? Like, where is the clone for Titan? Print cloned. So we need to have several clones at this point. But there are no clones. Okay, funny thing. Come on, stop. Now, so this works fine, as you can see. Fighter name. Fighter. Yeah. So I obviously have to test this whole thing out. Find this solution. I'm sorry for that. Yes, so it does apply that attack, but it doesn't seem to get through the check or something. Like, why? No. Print got through. So why isn't this working? It could be that I think I have found the solution. So okay, it did not print out that it got through or anything, but let's clone this because I obviously forgot to clone this one. String. Okay. Well, I don't know what could possibly wrong there. Okay. Funny thing. Maybe we have to like, we have to twist this. So fighter name, Eren Yeager. Maybe we have to do it this way. I don't know. So if it works for Eren, then it will also work for the others. Okay, it did work for Eren, as you can see. So that was the issue. So we have to twist this. Okay, there we go. Now let's get rid of those prints. Let's go inside of this Eren Titan and make sure that instead of the humanoid, that the hip height is actually set to 2 or something like that. Because as you have seen, those Titans, their feet weren't even touching the ground, and now they are. Yeah, and that's the way and how to do it. So what we also need to take care of is that, as you can see, once I click this dummy, fighters like no other Titans, they just rapidly spawn. And what we have to do is that we have to ensure that the fighter is near to his or hers part before we actually move on with the Titan spawning. So how do we do that? We have to compare both distances, so the distance from that part and the distance from our fighter's humanoid root part. So we have to compare the distance, and if the distance is inside of a certain radius, then we want to continue. So the problem now is with, or is, well, there is actually no problem if you think about it, because we have the enemy given and we have the fighter given, and we just need to find out which fighter's part right here is currently occupied by which fighter. But we can easily do that. So let me just quickly check something. Could even check it instead of the script. Okay. So if this right here works, then I'll tell you what I'm doing. So oh, it did not work. It did not work out. Oh my god, it did not work out. Did not work out, guys. It did not work out. It did not work out. Why? Okay, so I have made some checks right here, and you guys were also able to see it. So those attacking values, they did not actually hold the information about which part right here is occupied by which fighter. But apparently our our print right here tells us the exact opposite case, so that they actually do represent which part is currently occupied by which fighter. And let's try and trust that one. So repeat, wait until enemy fighters parts find first child to string fighter attacking value position minus fighter humanoid report position. Now magnitude is not greater than 3, let's say. Okay, so this could be quite interesting to see if it even works. Probably will not work out. Oh, it does. It does. Yo, it does work out. That's actually quite interesting. Okay, that's quite interesting. I just have to reduce the magnitude, as you can see. So we have to... well, we want to make this thing as accurate as possible. Not greater than 0. Well... okay, so the magnitude is supposed to be 0 at that point. Or at least not greater than 1. We also should set this inside of a spawn, so that the rest right here can just run independently without being interrupted. Then I'm gonna explain you what actually has happened at this point. As you can see, this did not work out. But why? Now it doesn't work. Now it doesn't work because I have set it instead of a spawn, or what? Is it because of that? Well, please tell me it isn't. Please tell me that it isn't the reason. It is. Never mind. Yeah, we're just going to keep things like this. Let me just quickly change this magnitude to 1, and then I'm gonna test this out, and then I'm gonna explain you what I've just done. It's actually quite easy. Yeah, okay, perfect, perfect, perfect. Very good. So we have our titans right here. So what has happened is that we have this script, okay? And, you know, we have made those exceptions, etc. So we have made those if statements, and now we are basically repeating this wait until, and now pay close attention. So we refer to the position of the part of the fighter's part right here, which is occupied by one certain fighter. Okay, that's basically what this part right here expresses. The way on how we refer to it seems pretty complicated to you. So we first of all refer to this fighter's parts folder, and then we apply this find first child function, and you know that this one uses a string as a name, as an argument, to find the certain child. And the string, or the name, which is a string, basically consists of toString, means we convert something into a string, in this case a number, and this number is the value of our attacking value. And that's the reason why I wanted this attacking value right here to actually represent the fighter's part the fighter is currently occupying. So that's basically what happens right here. Okay? That's the reason why I wanted this to happen, so that we are able to create this reference. Now, we are taking that position, and we are applying this minus right here, so we are subtracting. Is that even the English term for that? I don't know. Basically, just this minus calculation with our fighter's humanoid world port's position. Basically, we are just getting the difference in between those two positions, so in between that fighter part and our fighter. And by applying this magnitude to it, we can actually compare the difference with those numbers in studs, I think, and 1. So you're basically asking whether the difference of both positions in studs is not greater than 1. Means it has to be 0, means there is no difference or barely a difference. And if that's the case, then that means that our fighter's humanoid world port, means our fighter itself, is basically standing above this fighter's port. Means their position is almost identical. And this tells us that the fighter has approached the fighter's port, and therefore is able to attack. And that's just the whole point of this thing. And the attack consists of referring to this Eren Titan, cloning the Eren Titan, putting it inside of the workspace, and applying this position onto it, which consists of our fighter's humanoid world port's position multiplied with this certain C frame right here. And that's basically it, guys. So I hope that you have enjoyed it. If so, leave a like, subscribe, share this video to all of your friends, leave me feedback in the comment section, guys. Take care and see you in the next episode.